Hello everyone, welcome back to my maths video. So today I am going to show you the exercise 6.3. Okay, so let's do question number 1. What could be the possible ones digit of the square root of each of the following numbers? So here you can see the numbers are given. Then when you take out the square root of these numbers, what will be the unit digit of that number? You have to find out this. Okay, so what will be the unit digit or ones digit of that number when you find out the square root of this number? Okay, so how to identify it? So we will identify it by seeing the unit digit, seeing the ones digit. Here ones digit is what? 1. So which square ends with 1? So you have to recall the squares of all the numbers. So here in this page number 100 it is given. You know all the squares, right? You have learned it already. So which square will give 1 in the unit place? So you can see here these squares: 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, so 4 square 16, all these things. So here you can see when we do 1 square, the unit place is the ones digit is 1. And one more, where is the ones digit is 1? Here you can see 9 square. 9 square, when you do 9 square, the unit digit is 1. So that means there are two cases. Okay, so there are two cases, that means 1 and 9. When we square 1 and when you square 9, then we are getting 1 in the unit place, 1 in the ones digit. Understood? So here in this number 9801, here is 1 is there. That means there are two possibilities. That means when you find the square root of this number, the unit digit will be what? 1 or 9. Okay, what could be the possible ones digit of this square root? So the possible ones digit of this square root is what? 1 or 9, because the unit digit here 9. Understood? So how to write this? So this thing you have to write properly by proper sentence, by giving the proper reason. So here it is written, if the number ends with 1. Okay, if the number ends with 1, any number ends with 1, then the ones digit of the square root of that number may be 1 or 9. Okay, so when you take out the square root of that number, it may be 1 or 9. The square root of that number will be, unit digit will be 1 or 9. So this is the reason. So therefore ones digit of square root of 9801 is either 1 or 9. Okay, when you take out the square root of this number, it can be the ones digit can be 1 or 9. So this is the way of writing. Understood? So you have to remember the squares of all the numbers, which square having which unit digit. Okay, that's why I told you to learn all the squares. Now here question number 2, 99856. Here 6 is in the ones digit. So when you find the square root of this number, then what will be the ones digit of that number? So here 6 is there. So which number we square, then you getting the 6 in the ones place. See, here we do 4 square. When you do 4 square, that we are getting 6 in the unit digit. And here when you do the 6 square, we are getting the unit digit 6. That means here also two possibilities are there. The numbers are what? 4 or 6. Okay, now how to write it? So here you can see, you can write like this: if the number ends with 6, then the ones digit of the square root of that number may be 4 or 6. Okay, so therefore ones digit of the square root of this 99856 is what? Either 4 or 6. Understood? So this is the reason, this is the answer of this question. Okay, so I hope you have understood this question, how to solve. So question number 3 and 4 are your homework. Now next question number 2, without doing any calculation, find the numbers which are surely not perfect square. Okay, so without calculation you have to find out they are perfect square or not. So it is very easy. I told you, explained you already many times that you have to see the unit digit. That means the ones digit you have to see again. So to be a perfect square, the number should end with what? 0, then 1, then 4, then 6, then 5, then 9. If the number ends with these digits, then it is a perfect square. If the number do not ends with this digit, then it is not a perfect square. Okay, so if the numbers are if the numbers unit place is what 2, 3, 7, 8, then it is not a perfect square. So here you can see here the unit digit is what 3, so it is not a perfect square. Very easy. So in this way you have to write. Students, see here how to write this question. So you have to write the proper reason, you have to explain it. So here what is written, you have to remember it. To be a perfect square, ones or unit digit should be what 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, and one more reason is what, and there should be even number of zeros in the end. Okay, then it will be a perfect square. And what will be not a perfect square? If any number whose ones or unit digit has 2, 3, 7, 8, then it is not a perfect square. So this is the reason. So here, since 153 has 3 in unit digit, okay, therefore 153 is not a perfect square. Understood? So this explanation you have to write very nicely. Okay, so remember it how to write. So this rest of the question you do by yourself. So you write all the explanation, same explanation will be there, and see it is perfect square or not. Here you can see 7, it is not a perfect square. 8 in the unit place, it is also not a perfect square, and 1 is in the unit place, it is a perfect square, right? So you have to write in this in that language. Now question number 3, find the square roots of 100 and 169 by the method of repeated subtraction. Okay, so repeated subtraction I have explained you in the last video. So in the last video, I hope all of you have watched the last video. I have explained about how to find the square root. Okay, how to find the square root of any number. So there were two methods were given. One was the repeated subtraction method and another was prime factorization method. So by that repeated subtraction method, you have to find the square root of 100 and 169. So let's see this 169. Let's see this 100 only. Okay, this. So students, you can see the question number 3. To find the square root of 100, so we have to do the repeated subtraction method. So in repeated subtraction method, you have to subtract the numbers one by one by the odd numbers. The serial odd numbers you have to subtract. So whatever answer will come, that you have to subtract by next odd number. So first of all 100 minus 1, because odd number is starting from 1, so it is 99 came. Then this 99 you have to subtract by next odd number, that is 3. Okay. Then it is 96. This 96 should be subtracted by the next odd number, that is 5. So it is 91. Again 91 will be subtracted by the next odd number 7. So in this way you have to continue. Okay, in this way you have to continue the subtraction. So after here you have to go here 75 minus 11, 64. So you have to continue till you get the answer 0. Okay, so when you get the answer 0 after subtraction by odd numbers, then you have to stop it. Now you have to count how many steps you have subtracted, then that will be the answer of this square root. So here how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 steps you have subtracted. That means the square root of 100 is 10. So very easy. So students, you have to write at last like this. The number of steps of subtraction is what? 10. Therefore the square root of 100 is 10. So in this way you have to do this repeated subtraction method. Okay, I hope you have understood how to do this. So this 169 you have to find out by yourself. So this is your homework. Okay students, so from question number 1, 2 and 3, all the remaining questions are your homework. So that's all for today's video. So wait for the next video for remaining questions. Okay, thank you.